This is episode 15 of season 2 called That is the Question. And this completes that Hamlet quote, to be or not to be. That was last episode. So my lovely sister Mary is going to launch us right into this episode.
I'm happy to do it. This episode begins with Pacey in control of the remote and lying in Dawson's bed. He's been watching Jerry Maguire on a loop, which I gotta say, it was a little surreal knowing the role that Tom Cruise is going to play in Joey's life. Not Joey, Katie Holmes' life. To see them as children watching Tom Cruise very much as an adult on the screen was a little strange.
Oh, that is crazy. I didn't even think about that, but that's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. So yeah, I gotta admit I'm a big fan of Jerry Maguire though. I love that movie. For those of you who don't know, Jerry is like a football agent and he like gets fed up with the business and he starts his own agency and a lot happens. But anyway, Pacey really I watched it a couple years ago. Pacey really relates to Jerry because Jerry in the opening scene of the movie is standing up for what he believes in. He doesn't want to work for the man anymore. He wants to do what's right, follow his heart, and stand up for his beliefs. And Pacey's like, Jerry, my man Jerry, he knows what's up. And Dawson's like, yeah, well, Jerry didn't have to stay in his best friend's room, And Pacey's like, look, I'm not apologizing to Andie. I'm not apologizing to anyone. I did what I did. And I'm going to camp out in your room until I'm not suspended anymore because I don't want to be around my dad. So that's the plan for now. I mean, Pacey and Andie still are not talking, which is pretty sad. I mean, this fight is pretty serious that they've had. They both feel betrayed by the other. I just wrote this down. Pacey would rather be right than be happy. I'm the same way. I never let an argument go. But it's a fault that I can recognize in Pacey because I have it myself.
Yeah.
And then there's a cute line at the end where Pacey's joking around about how Dawson should let him have the bed tonight. And Dawson's like, no. And he's like, Joey gets the bed. And Dawson's like, all flustered.
Yeah, don't go there. It's funny.
Right.
Yeah,
what did you think?
This was a nice introductory scene. I always like it when they start in Dawson's room, just because it's their tradition now.
It's a ritual.
It's ritual, yeah. I have to admit, I don't remember the plot of Jerry Maguire, so I'm glad you recapped it. But I know, our dad loves that movie. So he would always quote that "show me the money" line over and over and over.
Yep. Show me the money.
So that's all I really know about it. And obviously, you had me at hello. Romantic part of the movie. But yeah, I agree with your assessment of Pacey wanting to be right, not wanting to be happy. He's very much standing up for what he believes in this episode and not really considering other factors. But I feel like it kind of evolves into an interesting way for many characters. So this was a good one for character development, I thought. Or at least, putting them in interesting situations and having them grow a bit.
Totally.
Yeah. The next scene, man. Ugh. Jen and Ty are hot and heavy. My God.
Hated it.
Yeah. They're going to town. I was like, wow. And Dawson kind of makes fun of her a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jen's like, yeah, I know. I feel so silly. I'm all flustered in love.
Well, she says, I feel like I have a middle school crush. And it's like, girl, you were just in middle school, a year ago. So, chill.
Yeah, so basically you do.
Yeah. It's nasty. I hate Ty. Even in this scene, I hated him. He just rubs me the wrong way. I'm not a fan. But anyway, she's like, listen, Dawson, Ty and I are going to the club tonight, and why don't you come with us? And he's like, okay. So he decides he's going to go with them. And then it cuts to, like, Joey's getting some shit out of her locker, and Jack is, like, helping her hold stuff. So he's holding her purse, and of course he gets made fun of for holding a purse by the jockey kids. Which was, Joey's upset because the guys won't let it go, or why do they keep beating a dead horse? You're not gay. You said you're not gay. How is it even still a thing? And Jack's like, I think we should just fight fire with fire. I say we make love right on the student green. And I was like, make love? I mean, have they even had sex? I don't think they've had sex.
No, she later
calls it's weird herself... the way they talk about having sex, but they don't.
Yeah, like later on she calls herself Joey Potter, virgin at large, so they're not getting it on. And it also, like, whenever we see them kiss, it's all, like, kind of cringy because they're, like, kissing on the cheek or on the forehead, or even when they kiss on the lips, it just looks way too friendly and innocent. Like, there's no passion. It's kind of painful.
Christine wants more of the dirty Ty Jen action.
Well, yeah, it'd be more fun. It's just like, and Joey is clearly upset by it because right after their interaction, she, like, puts her head in her hands, like, oh my God, something's wrong.
Right.
Yeah, and it is kind of interesting though, like when they do that banter about doing it on the lawn, blah blah blah. She says, like, okay, straight boy, and then he says, "That's Bubba to you." Did you catch that? That's
Booba! Yes! Bubba flashbacks.
It's like, wow, Bubba. Making a return.
Bubba returns.
That was funny. I also gotta say, I love Joey's sweater in that scene. It was so crazy. It was like so
I kind of remember it.
All those colors and weird patterns. It's like, Joey.
They're trying to dress her more like an artist.
Yeah, she had the messy artist bun, too.
Yeah.
It was working.
So then Dee swoops in, and he's like, oh, why don't you and Jack come to the club? And she's like, oh, no, we have to study. And then he's like, what you should really do to, like, take your mind all this gay stuff is, do something romantic. Just the two of you. And, she's like, wow, that's really good advice, and I can't believe it's coming from you.
Well, I think she was surprised that he gave her relationship advice because he clearly still loves her. I thought it was sweet because it's like he saw Joey was concerned and he's like, let me try to actually help you,
Right.
So I thought that was really nice. So yeah, Dawson is kind of like the little relationship advice giver this episode. Because he tells Pacey, you gotta just call Andie, like, stop avoiding her. Tells Joey, just have your romantic date. Like, he's got advice. He's like the Dear Abby of Cape Side.
Oh, Dawson's older and wiser than he was in previous episodes.
Aw, Dawson, is he maturing?
Potentially.
He does seem way less self-centered.
This episode,
yeah. I don't want to speak too soon.
Yeah, and then it's like, it's so frustrating because they do that, like, cliche TV thing where Joey's, like, calls after him as he's walking away, and she's like, Dawson! And he's like, yeah? And she's like, nothing. I'm so sick of seeing that on TV, aren't you? No one does that in real life. You don't call after someone and then not say what you're going to say.
Yeah, or it's not that smooth. You'll have to, like, awkwardly be like, oh, I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, the other person will be like, no, why did you call my name?
Yeah, it would be more of a thing.
Yeah, it's, like, so annoying when they do that on TV shows.
Yeah. But Joey's got something going for the D. She
misses that D.
Trying to suppress it, but it's not working.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
So anyway, like, we're back in class with that horrible teacher. Pacey's finally back in school.
Yeah.
He hands in his late assignments, but the nasty teacher says he's going to fail him anyway, no matter what.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
He gets a big, fat, subjective F. I was so annoyed by that. And
I hate this man.
I have to say, I love that Pacey called the teacher out for being a bad teacher. He's like, so you're just going to fail me and not give me any constructive feedback on how to improve? And the teacher is like, no.
Right.
I'm not going to do my job.
He does call him on it.
Yeah. Awful.
Yeah, this teacher, I really have no sympathy for him. I hate him.
He's awful. He has really no redeeming quality.
No, none.
No. So that was fun. But then we're in the cafeteria, and Joey kind of surprises Jack with a menu. And Jack seems a little bit like, why did you give me a menu? And Joey's like, well, if you don't like anything on there, let me know, because I'm going to cook us a very romantic dinner. Or the dinner to end all dinners.
Oh my God, Christine, did that remind you of the gift to end all gifts?
Of course! Oh my God. Listeners, our father got our mother a gift one Christmas, and he kept harping about it, saying, this is a gift to end all gifts, blah, 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 it's amazing, blah, 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 really selling it. And the gift was like such a letdown. It was like a cleaning device. And it was a scum buster.
That's right,
a scum buster. How pissed
to fight soap scum in the bathtub.
Oh my God, I was like pissed for Mom. I was like, Dad.
Yeah, that was the worst.
It was really bad. I was like, Dad, never do that again.
But that's a joke that has lived on. The gift to end all gifts.
It has. Yeah, it's an infamous now.
And this is going to be an infamous dinner. It is the dinner to end all dinners.
Oh, it is. It's like the Last Supper. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Ugh.
Et tu, Brute? Well, that doesn't really happen. But anyway. Okay, yeah. So Pacey and Andie are hardcore avoiding each other in the cafeteria. Mm-hmm. Andie doesn't want to go over to Pacey. Pacey doesn't want to go over to Andie. And then eventually he's just like, forget it. Well, wait, that doesn't happen.
I think Dawson kind of eggs him on. He's like, go talk to her. And Pacey's like, I will. I need a minute. But he eventually does go over. And
then they're just like fighting again because neither one of them can apologize.
Yeah, crashes and burns. Yeah, they're both pretty stubborn. And, Pacey says hello. Andie, I don't remember what exactly she says, but then she's like, well, what did you have in mind to have this go well after you said hello? And Pacey's like, wow, like I didn't really plan for anything after that. And Andie's like, well, what typically follows hello is goodbye, and just leaves.
That was cold.
Real cold. Oof.
That was over dramatic.
I know. Yeah, it's like,
would you ever say that to someone?
I would never. No.
No.
I'm too nice for that.
No. I can't really,
Especially to a guy I really liked.
Yeah.
I guess if he really hurt me, but...
maybe if you hurt me bad.
Yeah. I would still have trouble being that aggressive.
So cold as ice.
But yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. So then Andie and Jack meet up in the hallway because, dun dun dun, they've both been sent to the guidance counselor's office.
Yes, they have.
What's all that about?
Yeah, they've both been sent there, and they're wondering why, and then they walk in the door, and it's their asshole father. The long lost dad.
Prick, I hate this guy.
He wins most garbage person of the episode, and this is like a big contest.
I was seething. Oh, yeah, there are everyone in this episode. There's 3 people off the top of my head that are trash.
It's a garbage dump.
And this guy is the worst. Yeah, this episode is a garbage dump.
It is.
To be or not to be a garbage person. That is the question.
That is the question. Oh my God, yeah.
And everyone in this episode is saying, yes, I want to be garbage.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone's like, I'm garbage, I embrace it.
Ugh.
Well, I guess we figure out what the real question is, but that's later.
Right.
But anyway, he is really terrible. Andie is so excited to see him, and it's painful. Dad, I love you. Yay, blah, blah, blah. You left Mom and our whole family, but I still love you.
Daddy's here. Ugh.
What?
Daddy's here.
Oh, yes. Ugh. Like, oh boy. Jack is less.
Turns out Mr. Milo outed Jack.
Yeah.
Which is like, that's not your... You can't be doing that, teacher.
I know. I was trying to. I mean, how old were we then? Like 98. We were pretty young. I don't know if I really thought about homosexuality too much. But, like, I don't remember it being this backwards back then.
No.
You know? It's like people outing other people. Really, people hardcore thinking it's a choice to be gay. At first, I thought
people still think that.
It's so...
Garbage people still say that.
It's so weird. At first, I thought Ty was saying it's a choice to act on being gay. But no, it was like a choice to be gay, period. I was like, what?
No, Ty is the worst.
Yeah, no, Becca, I see why you can't stand him. Really.
Yeah, we don't like him either.
No, that was
But
terrible.
we didn't like him anyway. This is just even more reason not to like him.
This is a big, big reason.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Jack is not very pleased, and they have to go to dinner with their father. So unfortunately, Jack has to cancel on Joey, who is like, looks so cute and like happy, and the dinner looked amazing. Like, I would have loved to have dinner on her dock.
No doubt.
But no, he has to cancel. I mean, it's a good reason. She's very nice about it, but she's totally bummed.
Right.
And I think
she is very nice about it.
Yeah, I think a little worried. She might be a little worried.
True.
But she ends up going out with the Big D and Jen and Ty.
Yeah, she doesn't let that ruin her night. She looks in the mirror and she's like, I look hot and I'm going to go out.
Yeah, good for her. I mean, I've had nights like that myself. I'm like, screw it.
Hell yeah.
Going out. I want some smooth jazz to soothe my nerves.
I want to dance with the D. And drink 4 usuals.
4 usuals, yeah. Or a Coke.
Oh, man.
And yeah, the club, they're back at the club. It's so weird. I feel like it's still so weird, like high schoolers in a jazz club. I don't, whatever.
It's like children at the dance.
It's so odd. Yeah, like, all right. Sure. Why not? I'll suspend my belief or disbelief.
Yeah, and Ty's like acting like a jackass, like, oh, waiter, bring me 4 usuals, please. Trying to get everyone liquored up. Dawson and Joey just want to do some coke. And then Ty decides to hit the ivories.
Oh, he does.
And like the most smug display of piano playing I have ever seen.
Yeah, and it's kind of strange because like the woman on stage calls to him. Not the most professional thing. I feel like if it were a real club, like there'd be a set list and they wouldn't have to do that.
Ty, it's your turn, honey.
Yeah,
like, who's that from you?
Amateur.
Like,
yeah.
Who is this lady?
And
it's very weird.
And it's weird that he has not played before for Jen, because she didn't. Yes. She was very surprised by it too.
Yeah, and she went last time.
I know. Yeah, it's like I feel like they've probably been there multiple times by now. But he's just decided to keep his pianist ways a secret.
Ugh.
Yeah, not his penis ways.
Dawson,
they're on full view.
yeah, they are. So then Dee's like, he's like so scandalized by this. He's like, doesn't his religion frown on all of this? And I'm like, on playing the piano?
I know, I was like, what, Dawson?
I know, it's just weird that, like, him playing the piano is what scandalized Dawson, not him down in whiskeys.
Or, like, I'm like kissing all over Jen at school.
Yeah, it's like, Dawson, what is this, Footloose? It's a crime to dance? Like, it's just ridiculous. Yeah. Well, Dawson thinks that dancing equals sex, so.
Oh, that's right. Well.
Are you saying that dancing equals sex? Like, oh, Dawson, honey. We gotta fix this public school system sex ed.
Oh, it's true. Lawmakers, pay attention. This could be our life.
Kids who are 16 don't even know what sex is. It's a disaster.
It's a problem.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but they have the 3 of them kind of a cute little funny exchange.
Oh my god, I laughed.
I know, I did too. Their love triangle. Dawson is like, ladies, can we just talk about how awkward it is for me? I'm like single in between 2 women who broke up with me.
Yep.
It's like, Dawson, wow. I just throw it out there. But then Jen is like, well, I'm dating a hypocrite, Bible thumping
A
piano
Bible
player.
humping.
Bible humping. Oh, it's even better.
Oh.
And then Joey with the killer. My boyfriend might be gay.
It's like, uh-oh.
And then they're like,
no.
we need some usuals. Stat.
Yeah, right?
Real cute.
Oh, my God. Oh, my
Oh,
God. And now, like, in another, like, role reversal, Pacey's at the library.
yeah.
And he's talking to the librarian, and he, like, wants to get all of the, like, guidelines on, teacher etiquette, the laws.
Yeah, he
The
wants to.
librarian, speaking of trash people, this librarian's trash too. Because this is literally what she says to a student who needs a book. Not that I care, but why exactly are you doing this? It's like, why do you not care? Like, it's your job to care. It's just so rude.
That is rude, yeah. I mean, I understand you want to go home. Well, like when she said we're closing in 20 minutes. Like, okay, I can understand
You're
that.
still open right now.
Yeah, maybe you have a family and they're hungry and you got to take care of them. Whatever. People have shit to do. But yeah, you shouldn't be nasty about not caring. I agree.
Yeah,
with
and then
you.
just don't ask. If you really don't care, then just walk away.
Yeah, just do your
Doesn't make any
job
sense.
and don't pretend like
Bugger off.
you hate it. Well, or be obvious that you hate it.
Yeah. Oh my God. And then we're back at the McPhee family home.
Aren't we at the restaurant?
Oh yeah. We're at the restaurant, and I'm wondering if like the mom gets to see the dad at all.
I mean, she must have, but we don't get to see it. Because where would she be?
Pretty wild.
It is weird. It is weird.
It feels like that would be a scene, but it's not. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's maybe they didn't have enough creative juice. I don't know. It doesn't make sense though.
Yeah, it was a mystery to me.
It would probably be extremely dramatic, I would guess.
You would think.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I also wonder if the mom had any idea about Jax being gay. And if she knew the dad knew and was bothered by it. And like how that ties into it. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know. At least not now. But yeah, the dad is a total ass at dinner. Andie is trying to put him in a good mood and try to get a word of praise out of him with like a crowbar. But
oh God, yeah.
All he can say is you always make the honor roll. It's just like, oh, okay, you're a jerk. And then he switches his attention to Jack after Andie tries to get him to talk about the ice house, his great new job. Mm-hmm. And Jax just doesn't want to talk. He's like staying quiet, more quiet than normal. And then the dad brings up what the counselor brought up and asks him like, are you gay? More or less.
And he's like, would you care? And he's like, yes, I would. And for a minute, I think that he's going to be like, I care about your life. I want to know you as a person. I'm not judging you. I just want to know who my son is.
Aww.
But instead he says, this family has enough problems. Yikes. And then he's like, problems we can help would be best resolved immediately. And I just wrote, WTF.
Yeah, WTF is right. It's like, how do you people think it's a choice? It's just so weird. Like, do you choose to be heterosexual? Like, I choose to be attracted to that man. Like, no one thinks that way. Like, you just are attracted.
Yeah, it's extremely weird.
I don't get it. But, yeah, the dad's foolish and awful and basically tells Jack, you're not allowed to be gay. Even if you are, you're not allowed to be gay.
It's ridiculous.
It's real crazy. Yeah, and then I think we're back at the McPhee family home, unless I'm missing a scene.
Oh, no, then we're back at the club. And,
oh, yeah, the dancing.
Dawson and Joey are slow dancing. And Joey, oh my God, she's talking about Jack to Dee again, and she's like, well, I'm not as good at reading his eyes as I am at reading yours. And he's like, oh, what are my eyes telling you right now? And I'm like, huh? And she's like, oh, they're saying, like, how nice it is that we're comfortable enough to, like, be here as friends.
Yeah, good
And I was
save,
like,
Joey.
I don't think that's what Dawson's thinking. But he plays it off. He's like, yeah, exactly. And I'm like, no way is that what you're thinking.
I thought Dawson said, oh, you're good.
He's probably got, like, a little boner going.
Yeah, well, I thought, the way I read
Right?
that was I thought Joey knew what Dawson's eyes were saying, but she didn't want to say it out loud, so she said that is a cover. And Dawson knew that she was covering it up and said, oh, you're smooth. That's
Oh.
kind of how I read
I
it.
thought he was pretending not to like her.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Open to interpretation.
Yeah, it seemed a little flirty on Dawson's part when the slow dance.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. Oh, well then, yeah, you're about to skip right over the whole bullshit with Ty.
oh, yeah, the ducks quacking up a storm.
Yeah, well, first of all, he goes, oh, like, Dawson and Joey are so cute together. Like, why aren't they dating? Why is Joey hanging out with that fruit fly? I was like, say what? And Jen's like, what did you just say? And he's like, you know, it's his choice. He talks like a duck. He walks like a duck. He's a duck or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Jen is like, no, it's not a choice, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, Ty, like, I know Ty, right? We all know Ty in 2018. Ty is an alt-righter waiting to happen. Ty's carrying a tiki torch. Do you not think so?
I think he's very religious. I don't know his political views, but he's definitely.
No, you do though. You do though, because he keeps calling her a liberal.
Oh yeah, he does. A narrow.
He's like, you and your liberal views.
So weird
he says it twice.
Narrow-minded liberal. Like, I don't know how that works, but okay. Like, the whole idea of being liberal is you're like not believing like all the mainstream culture stuff. So your views are more open. But I can see why people say it can be narrow-minded. Because we have our tribalism now. And I'm getting depressed again thinking about our current political climate. But yeah, Ty is for saying that he is like an open-minded, closed-minded person. He's really not. He's like not wanting to hear any discussion. He's like, no, he's a duck. He's a duck. That's it.
He's a bully.
Duck. He's just like, Ty, just have a conversation about it. Don't be so like sure of your beliefs. And Jen is really, really turned off by this. She's like...
You mean Jen?
Yeah, Jen. She's really turned off by that. Did I say Joey?
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, I thought I said Jen. But you know what I mean. I'm like almost asleep, so I apologize.
Wake up!
Oh, it's been a long week. Yeah, so that's a fight they're having. So there's trouble in paradise, and then then we're at the McPhee house, I believe, and
we are, and there's even more trouble.
Yeah, this is kind of big trouble, or not yet. I guess.
Yeah.
Andie kind of tries to comfort Jack a little, but then she kind of gets mad at him because she's like, well, how do you expect Dad to want to stay? Like, she's like, we need to convince Dad to stay. He needs to help us. We're just kids. We can't do this on our own. Jack's like, wake up and smell the coffee. We lost him when our brother died. He left Mom when she got sick. He's not going to come back. He doesn't want to be here. Andie's like, no, we just need to convince him. It's better if he stays. He has to stay. And Jack's like, no, it's not going to happen. I don't know about you. Like, I can't grovel at his feet just for a little morsel of praise like you do. And then she gets a little offended and is like, well, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be, your father to be proud of you. And Jack said, no, there is nothing wrong with that. But did you ever stop to wonder if you're proud of him? Which was like the first kind of flip question we get.
Wow, 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 wow.
Exactly.
That would have been a great moment for that sound cue.
Yes,
right?
that's true. They should really bring that back.
They should, for the major realizations, which Andie just had.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a great moment.
Right. And then, oh my god, Gramps is back! Guess who's back? Back again. Gramps is back. She's now my friend. I love Gramps now.
Yeah, Gramps was amazing in this scene.
It's a good scene for Gramps. She's like doing the dishes or whatever. She's drooling all over her tie. She's like, I love that tie, boy. Like, okay, Gramps is kind of boy crazy, to be honest. Jen is like, I'm kind of mad at him. Or she tells Ty, she's like, I'm kind of mad at you. And he's like, listen up, girl. Being gay is a sin. And Jen's like, ugh. And he's like, how can your view be so narrowly liberal? His kind is damaging to the world at large. And I just wrote, I hate Tyson. And then Grams is like, I tried to keep silent, Jennifer, but I have a few things to say. And Jen's like, nah, Grams, keep it. I don't want you two ganging up on me with your Bible. And she's like, no, I wanted to direct something at Tyson. And she's like, that boy doesn't need your judgment. What he needs is love and tolerance. And then Jen and Grams like look down their noses at Ty, as they should.
Yeah, I like that. Jen and Graham's kind of moral majority tie. They flipped the table.
Yeah, they flipped the script.
That was fun. I also loved when Graham's first interjects when Ty asks her, where in the Bible does it discuss homosexuality? And she says, I believe it is in the book of Leviticus. And then Jen's like, Graham, stay out of this.
Yeah, Jen is like, Graham, shut your mouth.
It's so funny. The book of Leviticus. Like, oh my god.
I believe it's in the book of Leviticus. Jennifer.
Aw. Yeah, go Grams. You get a high five.
Oh, Grams. She's great.
That was so good.
Oh, and there's a heartbreaking scene between Joey and Dawson. I mean, Joey comes in. She goes, Dawson, I need to know. Am I sexual?
Yeah.
And her best Backstreet Boys impression.
Oh my god, that was such a weird way to phrase it. Am I sexual?
It was Backstreet Boys were a band then, right?
Yeah, they were.
It was the question on everyone's mind. Everyone was asking their friends, am I sexual? And their friends, you know, what else could you say? But yeah.
That's the only answer. And Dawson,
such a great song.
Dawson basically does say that.
Yeah. Oh my god, he says that and more. He's like, everything you do is sexual. You're blooming, and it's amazingly sexy. You're blossoming. And I was like, it was really gross the way he was talking about her, like she was sprouting from the soil.
It was like real over the top. I was just like, oh boy, Dawson. Don't say something you're gonna regret.
He was gonna give himself an art boner, like Jack did.
Oh my god, yeah, flower boner. Jesus.
Oh my god, yeah, thinking about George O'Keefe again.
Yeah. Woo! Oh, it was too much. Just don't bring
Calm
up
down.
Jarvis.
Oh my god, Jarvis, forget it.
Yeah,
oh my god, maybe I should go to a museum, you know, on my day off and see if they have any Jarvis paintings on display.
Oh, I would
go up to the information desk. Do you have any? Do you guys have any Jarvis here?
That should be a +1 bonus.
Oh my god, that would be a great dare. I think I'm gonna go to the Frick with Mom and Dad. Maybe I can ask them.
Oh, please do.
Do you guys have any Jarvis?
I
Mom will be like, who's that?
That's hilarious. And if the person knows Dawson's Creek, that would be even better. Although it's probably unlikely.
Yeah, right? Or if they, like, pretend they know who the artist is. I used to work in museums, listeners, and I would always be like, just pretend I knew. Because I didn't take art history or anything, so I didn't really know a lot of the people would ask me about. And I'd be like, we might have it.
Mary, maybe someone Jarvis'd you, and he doesn't even know.
Oh, it's entirely possible. It's entirely possible.
That's awesome.
I feel like there's like people who sound like Jarvis. Like there's Jasper Johns, there's Jackson Pollock.
Yeah. They picked a good...
There's Jarvis. People that sound like Jarvis.
Yeah, they picked a convincing fake artist name, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, we were fooled.
I know. That was such
didn't know.
Mind warp. I was like, well, Jarvis is fake.
What else is fake?
It's like, what was that Mr. Brainwash, that Banksy thing? Fake.
Oh, I don't know that.
He did like a documentary about him. It was like just fake.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dawson is blown away by Joey's sexiness. And then, Joey's just like, thanks, Dawson, but, I feel like I'm still like, she thinks she's like a safe choice. And Dawson's like, no. It's like, it's clear, like, the question isn't why is Jack with you? It's why are you with him? And that's another bow, wow, wow kind of question.
Bow, wow. He's flipping the script. He's like, come on, girl.
Yeah.
I got all the lust you need.
Yep. It's
like, I'll do it for you if you want. If you're not getting it with him, come on over to my D. Whew, boy, got calm down.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. So they look at each other. I mean, I feel like they're about to get it on, but then he just leaves.
I know.
He drops that bombshell and then he walks out the door. I mean, again, when you're hanging out with your friends, do you ever drop a bombshell, turn around and leave the house? No, you discuss it. If this was like real life, he would say, why are you with Jack? And she would say, well, I don't know. I mean, I do have feelings for him. I like him. He makes me laugh, blah, blah, blah. We have fun together. You wouldn't just ask a question, walk out the door, and not even say goodbye. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about that. And like maybe what Dawson was doing, because thinking back to when Jack and Joey were home at the infamous like painting night, I feel like he stayed and like pushed more. And Dawson, I think, is maybe trying to be a good guy. Like, he knows she's with Jack. He knows it's not really working out. But maybe he doesn't want to do something she'll regret. So he's like, well, I'll just leave because I don't want it to lead to something like... I don't want her to cheat on him. I don't know. Maybe Dawson was just, like, trying to prevent...
Well, I think they've also had so many ups and downs that if they do get together, he wants to be sure that Joey's 100% with him.
Yeah, so it could be like a mix of wanting to try to do it the right way and also some self-preservation because she means so much. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, then Pacey is like activist all-star.
Oh my God, he's making me so proud.
I know. I was like, Pacey, I'm
so proud of you.
Mary, you're like singing a storm up tonight. Love it.
I know. I was thinking like, have I been singing on the pod recently? So I was like, that was like my goal for tonight was to drop some lyrics.
You're doing it. You're achieving it. Mission accomplished.
Thank you for noticing.
You should tweet out after this, mission accomplished.
Oh, no. No thanks.
It'll be like the one time that phrase was actually true.
Yep. Oh, my God.
Anyway, Pacey confronts the principal, who gives him some snark about being up early because he's always late. I'm like, guys, stop being jerks to children.
Just be like, oh, good to see you this morning.
Yeah, that's very easy. Easy to be
not everything has to come with an insult attached.
Yeah,
right?
Who wants to wake up to a nasty comment like people? No wonder Pacey hates you.
Yeah, like no wonder he doesn't want to be there.
I know. It's all in all terrible.
Oh my God, and then he drops the knowledge on her, right?
Oh yeah, he does. He's like, well, I would have gotten up early if I'd slept, but I was out all night getting student testimonials as to why Mr. Peterson is in violation of all of these ethical codes of teacher conduct. And then
the teacher's like, what's your point here? It's like, you should care about this.
Like, yeah, it's your job to care. Like, as the principal.
Yeah.
It's very sad. Very sad indeed. Schools take note. Don't be like that, principal.
Schools take note.
But he's like, well, you don't really have to do anything because I've convened a town hall meeting or a board meeting, whatever they call them at school. And, we're going to publicly air out our grievances and we want Mr. Peterson to be acknowledged that he's doing a bad job. And
Yeah.
Pacey, to his credit, is also very polite. He's like, I'm sorry I had to go behind your back, but I had to work with what I had. And,
yeah, and he knew, rightfully so, that she didn't really care.
Yeah, he did. He's like, well, I tried. You didn't care. I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah.
Pacey's not giving up without a fight. Love it. Love it.
I love it, too. It's inspirational.
Yeah.
Pacey inspo.
Pacey's a hero yet again.
Oh, always. Oh, my God. So then,
Mary,
it's morning time. Oh, this is heavy.
Oh,
it's morning time at the McPhee's. The dad's like, I have to leave. And then she's like, what? I was going to make us breakfast and then we could all have the perfect Norman Rockwell painting lifestyle from here on out. And he's like, you know what? I got to go back to Rhode Island. And Jax just, like, gets right in there. And he's like, she's, like, getting upset that he's leaving. And he's like, Andie, don't get emotional. And then Jack's like, yeah, don't bother coming back. And he's like, excuse you? And he's like, I said don't bother coming back. And then he's like, I will not tolerate this from you. I work too hard. And he's like, yeah, work, but you're never here with us. And then all of a sudden Jack doesn't want him to leave. And he like won't let him leave. And he's like, I gotta speak my truth. If you really care, ask me again. And he's like, the dad's like, what? He's like, ask me again. Ask me if I'm gay. And he's like, you are not gay. And he's like, yes, I am. And he has a full-on breakdown.
Ugh. Yeah, he starts bawling, crying.
Hard to watch.
Andie, it is. It's so hard. And then Andie starts crying, goes over to comfort him. And the dad is like, stop crying, both of you. Oh.
I hate this man.
It's so terrible. And, then Andie starts to stand up for Jack, and she's like, then she tells him to leave. And that's kind of a turning point. He's like, no, this is between your brother and me. And she's like, not anymore. Which is like, good, Andie. Good.
Yeah. It's so sad, too, because Jack's like, I don't want to be going through this, but I am. Like, basically saying, I'm not choosing this.
Yeah. He tried. I mean, that was a moving part when he told his dad, like, as much as you want me not to be gay, I want it more. Like, I've been trying really hard, but I can't do it. Yeah. That's just not who I am. Yeah.
And he also said, like, I know that you've known this for a long time and have been treating me differently my whole life because of it, which was also really sad.
It was so sad. Yeah, and the one line where he said, when their brother died, he said he was the real son. That was heartbreaking.
Ugh, yeah.
It felt really bad for Jack. But yeah, Andie and Jack kind of moral majority the dad and kick him out the house. Like, hit the road, Jack.
Yeah, but then Andie's like, leave. And he does. Like, I can't believe he leaves. He leaves his kids in this horrible state with no supervision. It's awful.
He's done it before. Right? Yeah, he's the most garbage. That's why.
He's a horrible excuse for a dad.
Really bad. It's really, really bad. I know, like, if you have a real traumatic experience, you're fucked up and you can't, I don't know, function. But it's not an excuse. It's just so terrible.
Yeah.
It's so terrible.
It's bad.
Oh, man. Then I think we were back in school. In school. And it was nice. Pacey's walking down the hall. They notice Mr. Peterson has another sign on the door. And I guess they're like, oh, class is canceled or whatever, study hall. And Jack thanks Pacey, which was sweet.
Yeah.
Everyone's making up this episode. Or
it's true.
Totally fighting irreparably. One or the other. A lot of extremes.
One or the other.
A lot of extremes.
Oh my God.
But then Pacey kind of does a double take and looks in the classroom and sees Mr. Peterson in there. So he walks in and they kind of talk it out.
Kind of.
The Peterson guy tries to play it off like, oh, well, I was planning on retiring anyway, so your little stunt just gave me a little kickstart. I can do it early. Bullshit. But
Yeah.
you know, Pacey is hey, like he apologizes, like, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean this to go down this way. And
No, I
Peterson,
don't think he was. I don't think he was apologizing for that. I think he was just apologizing for spitting in his face.
oh, okay.
Because, like, he just did it, you know? And he
Yeah.
very clearly wanted Peterson to lose his job, so.
Yeah, maybe I was confused because it sounded like when he was talking to the principal, he just wanted Peterson to be like publicly shamed or something. I didn't
Mm.
know he wanted him to totally get fired, but I don't remember.
Well, I think, like, saying that he's in violation of laws and professional ethics is like, you know, if you're in violation of those laws, then goodbye. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Or like, do some training, learn how to be better. Can you change? But whatever the case, Pacey tries to be nice, gets shut down again, and Pacey, that kind of flips a switch. He's like, the teacher is like, well, you didn't come here to respect me. You came here to learn from me. And Pacey's like, I did learn from you. I learned that respect is not commanded through fear, it's earned through compassion. And then the teacher flips the script again
Claps back.
and says, well, you're responsible for ending my career. Where's the compassion in that? Bow, wow, wow.
But I just have to say, Peterson is the adult, okay? It's his responsibility to be the one who sets the guidelines on the relationship and who sets the stage for compassion and respect.
Yeah,
How can
totally.
he expect, like, it's 100% on Peterson, and he can feel sorry for himself all he wants, and he can denigrate the school board and call the school a godforsaken institution. But the fact is, he had no business being a teacher, and he's doing more harm to every student in his class than he's doing good. There's not one thing they've learned in that class. So, good riddance. You deserve it. Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Yeah. Although I will say that lesson right there is probably the one good thing that came from it. The one good thing that he did teach Pacey is that Pacey,
Yeah.
he did have his agenda, but he saw sometimes having an agenda can be really hurtful to other people. And it prompts him to then go apologize to Andie. So it does give
Right.
him a bigger perspective, which ultimately I think is good. But yeah, I don't have
Mm-hmm.
any sympathy for Peterson. That was kind of a cheap shot. Um, and Ty and Jen are kind of on the outs. She's hanging out on her swing again. I like that she's always like chilling on the swing.
Yeah. Swing looks fun.
It's like I'm just gonna hang on my swing.
Well,
Ty,
she's probably like, I gotta get away from Grams for a minute.
yeah, she's like I need a breather from all the religion. And then like religious Ty shows up. She's like, oh great.
Ugh.
And it sounds like Jen's just like, it's not going to work. Like, we're over.
Yeah. She knows herself. She knows what she needs in a relationship.
Yeah, she's like, boy,
And
bye.
it's not Ty.
You're too homophobic.
Oh my god.
It's a boner killer.
And then, yeah, and then he's like, so we can't disagree? And I hate this too. It's like you're disagreeing on something fundamental and on the issues of respecting other human beings. Like, you can't disagree on that. So there are some things that, like, are more core morals and core beliefs, and like no, it's not healthy to be in a relationship with someone who disagrees on things like that because you're too different.
Yeah. I think, like, yeah, that's the kind of thing where it does kind of come down to respect. Like, could you respect someone who had that belief? It'd be hard.
I mean, I couldn't.
And if you don't respect the person, I don't know if you'd really have, like, a loving relationship. It would be weird.
Right.
So I think this
Yeah,
is
exactly.
really going to be doomed for failure, no matter how charming, quote unquote, Ty is.
Ugh,
It's like he's
the
charming,
worst.
he's sickening, but
It's not at all. No, he's not charming. He's a gaslighter.
yeah,
Like, honestly. He's like, I'm open-minded. No, you're not. He's like, well, at least my narrow-minded ways are open for discussion. Again, no, they're not. He doesn't want to discuss anything. He puts everything in black and white terms. Then he's like, what about your liberal views? Are they as open? So basically saying to her, you know what you want, and you're being very clear about that, but I know better. And if you don't give me a second chance, then you're being narrow-minded. No, that's not true. She just doesn't like you, dude.
Yeah, I know. I that was really skeezy. It was like you are.
Yeah. He's a
You're
little gaslight.
yeah. It's twisting. It's twisting the scenario around. Which, yeah, I hate to talk about current events again, but that is something that people do to try to sound like they have the moral high ground when in fact they all they have is
Oh,
is
yeah.
hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So
Yeah. Today I heard a bunch of that BS.
you did today?
Yeah, it's just people talking like that, like, like, oh, you're not tolerant of other people's beliefs. It's like, well, your beliefs are that, like,
Other
yeah, gay
people's
people shouldn't have rights, so I'm not tolerant of that, like that sort of thing.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like tied to, like, you're not tolerating my beliefs, and it's like, well, your beliefs are, like, directly harmful. You're advocating to harm people, so no. Sorry, Ty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice try, but it doesn't work that way.
Hate him. Hate him. Oh, and it makes me so upset that Jen is like, basically says she's going to give him another chance. I'm like, girl, why?
I know, Jen.
Don't let this guy twist you up.
I know. You're way too good for him.
Oh, so much better than him.
A lot of guys will tell you you're very pretty. Don't fall for it.
Right.
Oh, man. At least Pacey and Andie have a nice makeup. It starts
Is
out
it a
though
nice makeup?
like they're gonna start fighting again. I was just like, guys,
I know.
calm down, calm down. They both want to apologize. They both want to do it the best. Blah blah blah. Pacey apologizes first. Then Andie apologizes. And Pacey's is kind of based on what just happened with Peterson. He's like, "Oh, I feel like I was too, one dimensional. I wanted something, and I ignored how it affected you. I'm sorry for that." Andie kind of takes her interaction with their father to inform her apology. She's like, "Oh, I put you in this mold. I have this idea of who I think you should be. But I want a partner. I want someone that I can love and be proud of, and blah 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 blah." And then Pacey's like, and she's like, "Oh, you're the one." I don't know. That was like a pretty big thing to say in my head.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what is she?
Yeah,
What exactly is she saying?
like wow,
Yeah.
like that's wow.
Right.
But then Pacey's like, "Well, how come your apology is so much better than mine?" And they kiss and make up, and
Yeah.
they're
He's like,
back
how
in
come
their...
I always lose to you?
What, Mary?
And then he's like, how come I always lose to you?
Yeah, back in their dynamic.
And then they make out, and then he's like, oh, no, I take it back. I'm the one who's won. It was so
Heart
sweet.
eyes.
Or I'm the winner here. It's so sweet.
Yeah, it's a little hard eyes moment. That was real cute.
Ugh.
Um,
Oh, my God. And then Jack has his replacement dinner. So I guess Joey's cooking 2 dinners now.
oh, this was such a heartbreaking scene too.
You know, basically he just comes out to her on the dock at this romantic dinner that she set. And he says, like, I told my dad I was gay. And she's like, are you gay? And then he says, no. And then she's like, what? And he's like, yes. It's very confusing.
Yeah, part gay.
Yeah, are you part gay?
I kind of thought he was bi, but I guess not.
I know, me too. I feel like bi people were still pretty, like, not taken seriously in the 90s.
Yeah, if gay people are having this much trouble,
Yeah.
yeah, it's probably true. Yeah, how heart-wrenching.
It was sad.
I know. And Joey, she was just like, this is the part where I say, uh-oh, right? It's like, yeah. It was interesting, too, that, like, the poem, he goes back to that poem that unlocked his feelings. So, listeners, poetry is very powerful. Just gonna throw it out there.
It's true.
And then Jack kind of talks about how, like, oh, like, I really hate the thought of losing you. Like, you mean so much to me. And then Joey's like, stop right there. I know the rest. And I was like, good. Like, don't go through all that pain. It's...
Right.
I liked her a lot this episode. I give her a lot of credit for being so mature. And I feel bad for her
Yeah.
because it's hard. Like,
Oh, it's very hard.
yeah, it's confusing. But they kind of ended okay. Like, she's just like, I know the rest. He says, thanks for being you.
Mm.
And then they hold hands. Someone might have said something else and I don't remember it, but it
Yeah.
was a nice moment. Even though it's painful.
Oh.
But
And
then
then what does she do?
Mary, she goes to none other than the big D.
The
The
D. Oh.
D! Dawson looks so happy at first.
Oh.
Before he noticed she was like
Yeah.
bawling her eyes out, he was like, oh, Joey's here. My dreams are coming true. And then
Yeah.
she like cries in his arms. It's very sad. But sweet.
But it's so nice. Like, he doesn't ask her any questions. He just lets her cry. It's very sweet.
Yeah, he's perfect. He's advanced a lot. Yeah, it's true.
He's advanced a lot
Yeah.
in this episode.
Yeah, and I would just say, like, all in all, I feel like this episode did a great job of getting people to maybe get over their, except for Ty, but like Andie did this, Pacey did this. They could see outside of their like blinded emotion. So like Andie blindly respected her dad, blindly wanted her dad's approval. Pacey blindly didn't want he didn't respect Mr. Peterson. And it was kind of cool because it wasn't like, no, respect is something you have to earn. Or no, respect is something that should be automatically given. It's like, no, it has to be met in the middle. Like, both of those characters, they tried it and ended up bad. So it's like, way to promote subtlety. We need more of that.
Right.
I liked it. Well,
I liked it too.
That's a good episode. Did you like this one?
I did. I was a fan.
Yeah. This was a great one, I thought, too.
Yeah. And it was, very, very relevant.
Yes, I know.
So, it's been 2 weeks, so you had a lot of time.
That's true, I did marry.
And
guess what?
What?
I did it! Woo!
You did?
I did!
What did you do? Tell me.
Oh, Mary, I was so excited. So I was out at dinner with my coworkers when we were at that conference. And my one coworker brought her baby. She's like almost 2, a small kid. And it was like late at night. So the kid was a little tired and like cranky, like I was also, but I'm not allowed to scream in public. But the kid was kind of like flailing around and like crying a little bit. And I just said, long day, huh? To the kid.
Oh, so cute.
I know. I was like, yay, I did it.
Wow. That's pretty seamless. That's a good one.
Thank you. I was so proud of myself.
Very, very good job.
Thanks, Mare. I get a point. Yeah.
You get a point.
So how about you? What do you have to report this 2 weeks?
Well, I was texting my friend earlier today, who she's my friend that I always go out dancing with, and we were texting about how we got to hang out and pick another date to go hit the club.
The club.
And I was like, yeah, we gotta dance while we're young. Party now, confess later.
Oh, perfect.
Slipped it in.
Mary. We both did it. High five.
We both did it. I feel a little cheat when I'm like text it, but it's very hard for me to remember when I'm out and about.
I know. I think that counts though, because that made sense in the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of that.
Thank you.
Yes.
Woo,
well,
all right.
This might be a first. We both did our dares.
No, we both did it on Thanksgiving, remember?
Oh, yeah. Magic.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
So I'm going to throw some dares your way.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, there's a lot of like harsh words in this one though.
There were some zingers.
Ooh.
I know, I'm looking through now, trying to find a good quote.
Yeah, wow. There's a lot of inappropriate stuff in here. Oh my god.
That might be a good one.
I'm not going to give you anything that Ty said or anything that the dad said.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I kind of want to make you say, am I sexual?
I was just looking at that one too. That could be a funny one. I don't know if I do it, but it would be funny. It would be funny if I could pull it off.
Yeah. Okay, and then another one.
So you're giving me that one?
I'm going to give you that one.
All right. Just circled it.
You can also say to someone, just order a usual.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Except I don't have a usual anywhere.
You've got a week. I mean, you can go to the same coffee shop.
Oh.
4 days in a row and then be like, the usual.
That's funny. I might have to. That would be a commitment, guys, if I do that.
That would be a commitment.
That's funny.
That would probably get you a bonus point.
I do have a coffee shop I go to more in the summer. I did go 2 weeks ago, though, because I have really good watermelon smoothies. If you never had a watermelon smoothie, do yourself a favor this summer and try one. It's like amazing. That's my public service announcement for all the listeners out there to get you through the heat.
Nice.
All right, Mary. I'm gonna give you. Let me see. Oops, dropped my mic there. All right, I'm gonna give you two. The first one, I'm not gonna let you guys moral majority me. I kind of liked that line. And the second one might be a little easier, because that one might be a little trickier. This is the part where I say, uh-oh, right?
Oh.
That might be fun.
That sounds good.
Oh, yay. All right, listeners. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We surely missed you last week.
We did miss you. My Friday wasn't the same, not having tweets coming in.
I know. I was thinking about the listeners on Friday. Like, I wonder if anyone misses us.
I hope they're okay.
I know. Yeah. So we appreciate you as always, and we'll be back next week with the regular schedule of programming.
Yeah, we should be anyway, unless, something crazy happens, which it could. But no, I mean, we have every plan to be back next week with a whole new episode of Dawson Cries.
Yeah, and that's a great segue to plug our Twitter. If you're on Twitter, give us a follow at Dawson Cries, WAH Dawson Cries. And I feel compelled to say, because every other podcast does this, and we don't really do it that much, but if you're on iTunes, subscribe, leave a review. It would help.
Yeah, give us some stars.
Give us a star or two, maybe 5, if you feel it. If you feel it in your soul.
Yeah, don't just give us 1 or 2. Like, that would kind of stink because then we'd have a bad review. Give us a lot. Give us a good review.
Give us the top review you can think of.
Give us a better review than any other review you've ever given.
I like it. I feel like we deserve it. I don't know about you, but that's how I feel.
I feel good about it. Yeah.
Okay. I do too.
All right, listeners. Well, thanks for sticking with us to the bitter end. And we'll see you next week here on Dawson Cries.
All right, listeners. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.